Right. Freddy versus Trickster. Here we go. Freddy in Dead Sands. This is reworked Freddy, a first World Cup outing for reworked Freddy. See what he can do here, see if he gets any early pallets out there, any opportunities for early pallets. No immediate early pallet opportunities, but there is. A chase here. For the M1, gets it. Ooh, hold on. As they're on the pallet, moving around it. And that should be a dying state. It's got a bit too greedy there, I think. Good stuff. Good opening. If you told a Freddy camp their boy would get a hook this early, they'd bite your hand off. I mean, there's a reason they're running an endgame build. There's not a lot of confidence in this guy. But what a start. Faking out the teleport there. Popping down the pallet. Popping down another one. Trying to get a lot of these injury-causing pallets out there. Being as effective as possible in the early game. Now he's in chase. Bringing out the snare. Going to try and connect from distance. That keeps Lara on the left-hand side. That's not too bad. There is the snare. There's the injury. See what we can do now. Gets that pain res hook out there. That's very important. And the snare right down the middle, right down Main Street. It connects. And the hindrance just denies the pallet. What a play from Fred. Looking to avoid the pallet stun with positioning, and should have been able to here. Yep. And another really convenient pain res hook. What a start from Fred. Going to teleport over to this gem, which was a pressure point. See what he can do here. Barely any movement. Going back to the hook from which Jake was removed. Fake pallet up there, no movement. Okay. Back to the hook he goes on a bit of a patrol, perusing the area. Is that giving up on hook there? That could be very, very beneficial for Freddy. Lara's given up. Lara hasn't given up. Lara's given up. Wow. Wowee. There are situations, everyone, in which a lack of survivor agency could be used as an argument for a do-over. All such things will be discussed by the board. They'll be looking over this game. But the feeling is that enough of the game has been played, the original hook on Jake, such that the game, and I'm hearing from the board, yep, the game will be counted. The game is not null and void, much to the chagrin of the Trickster camp. The feeling of the board is Freddy has done enough to benefit from the game. The rage quit partly based on his actions. So play on. As Kate takes a hit for Jake. It's hook stages. That will count for 3 hook stages. Yep, absolutely. Good move from Fred. Dying state right there. Ref, VAR. I'm afraid the board's decision is final. As Jake goes for a Sabo. Another hook very close at hand for Freddy. Not worried about that. And now on the chase with Jake. Getting the dream stare out there. Burning the pallet. And Fred will be forced to kick. And finds another real pallet. Unfortunate. Goes for the window here, surely. No. Good fake out from Jake. In all sincerity. But takes a really bad line there. Could be dead hard. No. Ooh, the heel underhook. A real temptation to slug and teleport to it. Fred's just going to take his hooks here. Remember as well, currently, number of hooks left. Number of gens left in a 4K. Not an issue. In the playoffs, that can be used as a tiebreaker. If all else is equal, 2 killers getting a 4K. If one does so with 5 gens left and the other does so with 4 gens left, the one with the greater number of gens left will be winning. But not here. This is group stages. We can have draws. And And there we go, another dying state. Another hook. Things are looking grand for Freddy. Always the spectre of the hatch on the horizon, but Fred has run that hatch shack offering. Knows where it will spawn. It shouldn't be an issue. The unhook. Do they heal while sleepy? They do not. They do not. Pallet focus here. Someone did run this way. Scratch marks here. And all the way down this line. Dramaturgy, it wasn't exposed here, wasn't it? I wasn't entirely convinced of what happened, or that I trusted what I saw with my eyes, but yeah, probably dramaturgy. The only other thing that of course exposed is NOED, and clearly NOED is not yet active. As Lisa's on the chase. Dreams there. Ooh. Unfortunate miss. It's a fake pallet. Where is Lisa? Do I ideally want to get Lisa near that fake pallet? Not quite going to. Dreams, they're out there. Ooh, and they're not fooled by that at all. Well played. They're not asleep either, so they won't be affected by the Dream Stare. And there's the Fog Vial. The Fog Vial, which can be so beneficial to killers if used poorly, and it seems like it has been here. Yep, there you go. Seen that a lot. Survivor has a great loop. They want to use their Fog Vial. And the Fog Vial causes nothing but despair for them. There you go, there's Dying State. Good run from Lisa, and sincerely, with some gem movement, maybe it's a game once again. Tough to see. But stranger things have occurred. Not yet, of course, Demogorgon. Still to play. Right. You know there's shack movement. You're going to teleport over there if you're Fred. Put some more pressure on. Enough dramaturgy. They surely don't get unlucky. No, they've swapped out their item. Oof. Really wanted to get the injury with the pallet, but unable to find the pallet option there. Alas. Dreams there. Oh, and in trying to avoid it, they take the M1, and all eyes on Jake. All eyes on Jake right now as Fred goes down to the basement. A bit risky, perhaps, but at this stage in play, you're not going to lose on the gems, are you? Fred teleporting right back to the hook. Keep pressure up here. Don't give an inch. Don't let up. Secure that 12 hooks. That's what the camper's saying to Fred. And there's your Dying State. Okay. Will that be Death Hook? It will be. The only thing available now for Jake is Hatch. Fred wants to deny it. The safer course of action is not to take the Dying State, instead just to immediately shut Hatch. It's on the other side! No, it's in Shack. Oh, that could have been disastrous. That could have been disastrous for Fred. Okay, well now we have another interesting situation. Can they get the gate? These bloody bubbles need to piss off. Can they get gate? Can Fred find them before they do get gates? They're not the greatest spawns here. Teleporting over yonder. No movement there, heading back. And he's used his teleport there. Just able to see through the rock. If Jake's on that panel, heading back here, and sees there as well. A lot that could be crucial here. The teleport to gate could be crucial. The NOED speed boost could be crucial. Killer Instinct! Killer Instinct on the panel. They don't get it. They move to the right. It's a Dying State. And it should be a GG. Well done, Fred. Finishing it with Mori. There we go. And Mori to celebrate a job well done. So, once again, We have a situation where the second killer can only salvage a point. If Trickster gets the 12 hook stage 4K, he gets a point. Anything less and it's 3 points to Fred. What a start. GG. I'll tell you what, I'm definitely going grey. I don't think I'll be grey in the next, like, 5 years, but in 10 years' time, yeah, don't be very, very prepared for a bit of salt and pepper going on. I don't mind it too much. I think it will be fine. Right, no movement up here. It is swamp for Trickster. A lot to do. The 4K to obtain. And there is movement right here. Okay. Needs a strong start here. Start as he means to go on. Going for the main event here. And now we'll get the goods, no doubt about it. Just testing the waters here. End it and get the hook. Good start for the Trickster. Nothing wrong with that. Strange lines from Lara. Giving a real opportunity for a quick opening hook. And we'll want to make it a Painter's hook here. This also maybe spreads some Starstruck exposed in main, should anyone be around there. Good stuff. Barbecue gives us 2 survivors over there, 1 over there. Okay. Good intel. Good intel, and hopefully Painrez has bought enough time such that the gem will not pop. Someone moving off to the left. Certainly get a kick. We know there's 2 survivors here. They might not know that I'm aware of that. Scratch marks, scratch marks, scratch marks. They'll flee the scene, huh? It would be ideal to also put some pressure on the gen to the right. Is this person going in for the unhook, however? They are. This could be a great opportunity. Just 1 blade connects, and that will rattle them, that will scare them. There's an argument. You really could go after Lara here. Trickster's not going to at this early juncture. Going to stay on Quentin. Look for the pallet burn, and they get it. This is not a place you want to be. If you're Trickster, main building is very, very scary for a killer like this. Gotta leave Quentin, gotta go back to the gens. This one in particular is a real pressure point. A question as well of where did Lara go? Is there an injured Lara? Maybe being a bit bold, being a bit ambitious, getting on this gen. Could be. I think they moved over here. Is there were footsteps? No. Trickster hearing things now. That does not bode well for their World Cup. Hearing footsteps to the left, there's no such thing. Could be a survivor under here. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Bit of a confused performance this from Trickster. Not enjoying anything like the kind of game that Freddy had just moments ago. Felix getting a lot of good stuff going by getting the gen and then circling around Shaq. Gotta try and stop them. Gotta try and break them from this routine. Moonwalk there. Looking for some blades. Gets a few out there. That might not be enough in all sincerity. Another one. Little by little bringing up that laceration meter, but this is how you take long chases and this is how you lose games. At least the gen's still regressing. No blades there. The laceration meter will start regressing soon. And at that point, you know you've spent too long in chase. Gotta move away. Is there any movement on the jetty? There isn't. Gonna head back up to main, but as we were saying, you don't really want to spend too long up here. Back on Lara. This could be a good way to bring back some control of this game. Good move from them. Could be injury here. Good injury. Good injury through the pallet. They're going to go for the blind. They don't get it. And now, you really are stuck. Dying state for Lara. Exactly what Trickster needed after a really, really rough exchange around Shaq there with Felix. Alright. No needs to force the Painrez hook, but if there's one here, why not? Trying to force Zarina away from the gen. Gets a main event out there. Could this be a good opportunity for main event? Need to get a little bit closer if you're Trickster. See what kind of line they take. This is ideal. This is absolutely ideal. Oh, one away, one away. Can he make it happen? No, actually 2 away. No, 3 away. But still. There we go. Okay. Exactly the exchange that he needed. Freddy camp, maybe put the champagne on ice. Trickster's back with a little bit of a vengeance. Maybe could have gone for pain res there. Wanted to get back on them as swiftly as possible. Really wants to find Lara again. Find a way of making this a 3 survivor game. Instead finds Quentin. Maybe Lara going in for the unhook. Lots of reasons to pivot back if you're Trickster here. As there goes Felix. And Zarina right back on main. Horrible window. Heading upstairs. It's Zarina. You do fear off the record in a situation like this. There's a reason that you'd be running back to the killer. You could maybe get the endurance hit with a blade and then go for a quick M1 thereafter. There are ways around off the record here. This still might be your best shot at a chase. We go for main event here. Come on. Need to connect on a few more of these. Oh, you just need one more on Felix. One more on Felix, all that's required. And he gets it. He gets it. Gonna get this kicked. There's Arena looking for a save of some kind. Surely no way to get this, right? They're gonna try. Lara's gonna try as well. Not gonna succeed. No chance of pain res. It's an unfortunate set of hook spawns. Takes that hook. Only 6 blades for the Trickster, so gotta find the time to reload. Maybe an argument you go Iron Maiden for those situations. As the heal is going on, roughly around here, there it is. Try to get an injury on Quentin. Steal a health state away. Not quite going to make it happen. Doubling back. No reason for Trickster to be around main building right now. Could be an opportunity to take another chase with Felix, the injured party. Lara is Death Hook, however. That might be an even better situation. As they do not go for the pallet. Getting the injury. Getting injury. Long distance main event. There's a possibility. Nice. Unbelievable. As long as you can find a way to avoid Zarina here. That'll be a 3 survivor situation and a big, big opportunity for Trickster to bring this game back. There it is. Gonna reload, get some more blades, get back in action. There is some Starstruck out here as well. There is some exposed out here as well. Maybe an argument to not go blades, at least for this chase. As the scratch marks start and stop, and it's an injured party, and they've got around here. And it is Felix. Well, obviously the injured party. Exposed, not going to be too much of an issue here. Two blades, not really going to do it. You'll get at least one around this corner. One is all you'll get around this corner. Any chance? Unbelievable play to go into the locker. This could be huge. Oh, one away, one away. Can he make it happen? Surely. That's some great dodges. Really annoying. Do they fall for this? They do. Absolutely huge for Trickster. Gem movement. Can he punish it? No, they're not here. They're not here. Getting the kick. These are outrageous plays. The second matchup of the World Cup looking very similar to the first. In that you have a 12-foot performance, then someone really giving it their all. Really giving it their all. There's a Starstruck dying state, giving it their all to get a 4K. If you can find Quentin, if you can get this dying state, you've got the 4K right here. It's the most obvious of slugs for Trickster. Can he finalize this? Can he close it out? The unbelievably brash and bold torch save. Does Quentin make a mistake? He doesn't. Vaulting through. Oh, is he giving up a bit too much there? Has to go all the way around the hook here. Won't be able to make this play. Won't be able to make any play. Goes through the pallet. Oh, gets it. Gets it. The kick there. There is like 5 seconds left for expose. That's not going to be the case, so has to go blades. Finesse. Look for the injury. Oh, no blades. No blades left. What Trickster wouldn't give for the old iridescent, the old photo card. Great injury. Fake out the kick. Has that worked? No way. No way. Lovely effort. Quentin had eyes only for the vault. Dead hard. Okay. Can Trickster find Zarina? Now it is simply a case of finding your slugs. What you might have to do is hook Quentin and hope that the aura reading finds you Zarina. The DC, the abandon heavily implies that you're not looking at an unbreakable situation. There they are. What a turnaround for the Trickster. What a game. And assuming there's no funny business, assuming there is a hook nearby. The 4% for Quentin! No way. No way. Trickster can put the champagne on ice. There is still a game to be played. He's got no blades. He's got no blades. He's going in just melee. Quentin's found main. It was all wrapped up. It was all sewn up, but a 4% from Quentin could be music to the ears of the Freddy camp. Injury noises down below. Trickster follows. Gotta find Quentin. Gotta find Quentin. Has he gone upstairs? Gotta be downstairs. He's upstairs. Does Quentin remember the Hat Shack offering? Quentin had no idea where Trickster was. And after a brief scare, one of the most hard-earned 4Ks of all time has come to fruition. Celebrate it with a Mori, why not? Anything you can do, I can do flashier, says Trickster, and that'll be a point apiece. Wow. What an absurd couple of matchups. So the standings after round 1 in Group A, the Ghoul has a round 1 bye. They do not have a game in round 1. Mastermind on top with 3 points. Freddy and Trickster joint second with 1 point apiece, and Lich. A hard-fought effort, but not quite the 4K they needed. 0 points there.